What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be taking another look at the 2024 Ford Explorer. There has been some photos of the Explorer driving around without any of the camouflage in the front and the rear. We're going to take a look at what Ford has done with the 2024 Ford Explorer. So stick around for this video. Oh, but first, like always, I want to remind you guys to please continue to smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, make sure it's on all so that you get notified when I come out with the next video. I greatly appreciate it. All right, so let us start talking about this new 2024 Explorer facelift. All right, now some time ago, a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact, there was a rendering that was started circulating. And what it had, the render was, I'll see if I can put up a picture somewhere on the screen for you so you can see what I'm talking about. The render, it basically looked like a Mustang has been put on the front of a 6th generation Explorer. Got a lot of mixed reviews about how it looked. I particularly liked it. I really did like it. The only thing I didn't like was that it had the Mustang logo in the grille, and also the hood had the vent that's on the Mustang. Other than that, I thought it looked very, very nice. Now, it was a render. You can clearly see that there's an artist. He put his name in the photo, so those that know understood that it was a render. But I think that artist was onto something. That artist probably has some inside information, because now that we have seen photos of the Explorer surface without the camouflage that we've seen previously, the similarities are straight on, except for the, of course, the Mustang logo. Now there is the Ford logo there, and there is no Mustang vent. But let's take a look at it. I mean, I like it a lot. As you can see right here, we're on Motor Trend's website. They have the clearest photos. So we're going to take a look at this right now. Now, I really like what I see here. Clearly, we can tell that this is not an ST trim of the Explorer. This looks like an ST line. That's what this little badge is. That's what this little badge is right here. So we know that it's not an ST. There is no ST in the grille over here. So we can assume that this is an ST line, which is not the top trim level. I really like it. I like what I see here. Let's take a look at one of the other photos so that we can go over to the front before we start talking about anything else. Well, it looks like this is the best photo that we have available at the time of the front end. Now, this looks very familiar to me. It really does look a lot like the photos that came out about the Chinese market Explorer for 2022, I believe it was, or maybe it was 2023. We can take a quick look at that. This is it right here. So the similarities here are striking. So it looks like Ford, for the US market, decided that they would take, a lot of the styling cues from the Chinese market and bring it over, which is nice. But there was something that is very key that I wish they would have brought over. And that is how the Chinese market Explorer's grille and headlights are just seamless. They're flawlessly integrated. As you can see, the grille, which is like, for our market, is like a limited trim grille with those little slots in the grille. But you see how it flows right into the headlight? I really wish our market did have that, or at least the photos that we have to look at. So if you look here, this is, we don't have those little marks that flow, that make the headlights and the grille flow. These headlights and the grille doesn't flow as much as the Chinese market. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Looks like they have the same shape. And this grille, the headlights, to me, the headlights need a little work. I don't understand. I don't know if this portion right here is the daytime running lights. I'm not sure. I would love to see more photos of it, maybe with the different settings of the headlights, so we can tell what each function of the light is. But the overall shape of the headlight is nice. It's nice and slick looking, But let's talk about the grille, because the grille is the most is the largest change here in the front end, along with of course, the headlights and the fog lights. But this grille, I think I love the size of it. I love the shape of it, that nice U look. I really like that. Hopefully it's more functional than the previous, the 5th Gen's Explorers. Mainly hoping that this area is opened up pretty well for all the coolers, and so we can get better heat management, because we know the Explorer suffers, man, everything gets hot under there, and heat management is very key for Explorers because of all the packaging and everything. So hopefully they'll be able to fit more coolers up there. We know if that Whipple intercooler fits in there nicely, it's about the same size. Down here we still have some more another opening, which looks very good to me. I like it a lot. You know, the fog lights, they went from a horizontal to, I don't know if that's vertical or not. I would like to look at more photos of it. But the fog light has gotten smaller, which is not bad. Still has the overall shape on the outside, which looks very good. I really like what I see here, even with this line here, how that continues back into the fog light and the vent that's under the fog light, which it looks like a vent. Yeah, the lines here, everything looks really nice, bold, looks rugged and luxurious at the same time. And I really like that. So it looks like they still have the same style of hood. And this fender looks a little wider to me, or at least it has a wide appearance. Like this bulge right in here really gives it some muscular shoulder looks. I like that. Liked it a lot. So yeah, basically, and it looks like it has some new style of a wheel as well. That looks like a double spoke 5-star, which looks from we can see, I mean, it's in motion, but it looks pretty good. Looks like it's almost the same color as the car, right? Which this blue is really nice. I like that blue. That would be a color that I would be interested in getting a 2024 Explorer in, if I were to get one. So let's see what other photos we got to look at here. I mean, the profile. This has some pretty good ground clearance, which, you know, that tells me, it's another clue that it's not an ST trim of Explorer, because the STs are a little lower, like about an inch or so. But I like the ground clearance, the attack angle here and departure. That departure angle is really pronounced. You know, everything is, you know, pretty much the same on the profile of it. You know, it's classic Explorer outline. Everything looks the same. So let's take a look at the back, or better yet, let's look at this interior. This interior looks pretty good. I like the changes that they did, not having that big iPad, which I didn't mind it too much, but it did look a little out of place. This looks a little more natural. Great, nice position where it is, not too high, big enough. And this area here, I really like that. Maybe you can put your cell phone there or whatever, your wallet. You know, I like that. Doesn't look like it has too many controls there, which will probably mean that everything will be on the screen there. It looks like there are some buttons. Can't tell quite what it is. You have one dial. That's pretty interesting. There's only one dial there. But overall, looks like there's some stitching in there too. Is that red stitching? Are they listening to me? That would be perfect. If that's red stitching in there, oh man, that would be really, really nice. You can't see too much of the door card, although it looks the same. Got that nice little silver piece there. But we'll see. Hopefully when more photos come out, we'll be able to see. I don't know what's going on with this seat, but that almost doesn't look like leather in the center. It almost, I can tell there's leather there on the side bolsters, but I don't know what's going on in the middle. And then here, there's definitely a difference in materials. And still got that gear shift that has a circle there. I'm not sure what that is. Is that terrain management? Perhaps, yes. Steering wheel looks good. Still looks like an Explorer steering wheel. I don't know about that bottom. It looks almost flat. Not a big fan of flat bottom steering wheels. Would really like to know, what is this sticking up here over near the A-pillar in front of the driver? Is that like a heads-up display? Or is that like a speaker? Is that part of like a Bang & Olufsen sound system? I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments below. And this dash here looks like it's going to be reflecting the sunlight a little too much, but it looks like a definite difference between materials between the top portion of the dash and this portion that's facing the passenger. But that looks good so far. So far. All right, let's move right along, see what other photos we got here. Now, this photo here is key. It's showing the rear quarter, and it's showing something very interesting to me. There's two things that really stick out. One, it's going to be the tail light, and there's what appears to be some sort of light bar. I really like that. That's a nice touch. Really is a nice touch. Definitely adds a little more style to both the tail light and the rest of the tailgate. You know, extending that over. I wonder if that blinks or anything, or is it just on all the time? It would be nice to know what that is, but I really like how that looks. I like that touch. But one thing else, another thing that I noticed, this bumper just looks, I don't know, this rear bumper, I don't like it too much. It's too bulky looking. There's not much style to it. This rear bumper really looks a lot like the Timberline, the Explorer Timberline, with the exhaust and how bulky the bumper is. I would have liked to have some prominent exhaust pipes tucked under there. Maybe the ST trim of the Explorer will have that, but we shall see. And here's a better look at the rear of the Explorer. And yeah, I don't understand like having this here and not having any tailpipes there, even if it's the fake ones that are on there, on the current trim, current model of Explorer. But these little tips coming down, I don't know. So the rear looks good from this line, like the tailgate up. They really should do something about this rear bumper, because that doesn't look so appealing. As you know, it's really good for styling. If whatever you do to the front, you do to the rear. It just seems like they kind of dropped the ball with this rear bumper. Like the fact that the tow hitch is exposed, though I usually like for it to be covered, but you know, that 6th generation doesn't have a cap like we did have for the 5th generation. But you know, hey, it looks good. Overall, it looks good. I like the height, like the color, like what, you know, all the changes in the front. So now we finally know what the Explorer is going to look like, because it's rolling around without all the camouflage. Let me know in the comments below if you like it, if you hate it. I like it, but I get it. You know, it depends. I want to see what the ST trim looks like, because as again, this looks like, you can even see right there, this is not an ST by the badging that's on the tailgate. That looks like 3 letters, and we know the 3 letters are usually the XLT. I can't quite make that out. It doesn't say XLT. That looks like it's a 4 in the beginning right there. So only time will tell what this the next ST Explorer will look like with this new facelift. Well, all right, well, that's going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please continue to stay tuned to the channel. If you like what you saw, please smash that like button. If you would like for me to continue to make videos like this, let me know in the comments below. All right, so please remember to have a blessed day and peace out.